Hi, all my galactic gardeners. Welcome to the Galactic Garden. You're here with Tonae Star. Excuse me. You're here in the Galactic Garden, here with Tonae Star. Today's message, as you read the title, is all about messages from your future self. So we've connected with your inner child, and if you haven't heard that reading, I'll post it at the end of this one with a link, or it'll also be down in the description bars. So there may be some messages in there for some of you, but today we're receiving messages from your future self, from who you are to become, and they want to let you know what kind of seeds you're planting. What is the harvest you shall reap from your garden? What messages you most need to receive right now? And as you listen to the messages, let your intuition be the thing that connects you to these healing messages. There may be messages that are stronger for you than others. Let your intuition guide you. You may receive messages from all three piles. If at any point you're not sure and you want to be sure, take your hand and place it over your heart and connect with your heart chakra and ask for it to guide you, because all of the decisions when we're coming out of the Galactic Garden come from a heart-centered place. And as we're moving forward and we're growing and we're elevating, as we're receiving this healing and giving healing, because a lot of you are shamanic in nature. If you're connecting with this channel, you definitely have healing energy, or you're seeking some healing at this time. So take a look at today's messages. We have Rainbow with Blessing for pile number 1. We have Lightning with Power for pile number 2. There's some magnetic energy coming off of this one for Lightning. And pile number 3, it's Forest with Breath. And all I heard when I heard this message, some of you know who this person is, some of you don't, but with this breath and forest card, there is a message for someone here. I heard breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So pile number 3, take a deep breath. Breath work is important for some of you with meditation. I received that. But let's get more into your messages. So I have your oracle cards here and your tarot cards here, and of course here we work with the crystals and the chakras to receive the healing, to implement it in different and variety of ways. So today's messages from your higher self, pile number 1. It wants you to know about these rainbows and these blessings that are available for you. This is a timeless message. So whenever you're receiving this message, that's when it is meant for you. Thank you. And since this fell on pile number 2, we're going to leave that there. There's actually 2. So we'll leave that there. And thank you for joining me in this part of the reading as you connect with your energy. 2 for that one also. As you're connecting with your energy, breathe in. For a lot of you, I'm getting that. Breathe in. Allow the energy of your heart chakra, big heart chakra energy, to guide you. Especially for pile number 3 with this green representing the heart chakra. I'm just giving you the messages that I'm receiving beforehand. There is something in there for you. So thank you for joining me for this part of the reading. Take a deep breath and just connect. What's speaking to you today? Is it pile number 1 with the rainbow? Is it pile number 2 with the lightning? Or is it pile number 3 with the forest? And these are again messages from your future self. Okay. Okay, let's go for some tarot. So in our garden, we know whatever we plant are the fruit that shall bear. Wow. And I'm going to leave them just as they fell. This one fell on this one. This one fell here. So, and I need one more for here. And then we need for pile number 3 with the forest and breath. 3 for that one, okay? Thank you. And we'll also take from this pile. Wow. That's a lot, but I'm going to take them for pile number 1. And then pile number 2 with the lightning. Messages from your future self. Messages from your future self. Thank you. Is that 2? Yes. Wow. Okay, and I have this deck upside down. So I'm going to naturally reverse it because that's just the way I picked it up. I don't think the messages came out in reverse because I was holding the deck in reverse right for all 3 piles. So I'm going to flip those all. And these we save as clarifiers in case we should want to go more in depth for messages from your future self. So we'll hold on to those here. And then this deck from your future self has the elements. So this is where the elements are speaking to us. The elements of earth, air, wind, and fire. It also has the zodiacs there. So in the Galactic Garden, we know that we connect with the multitude of healing properties, healing energies that come forth, and more so with the elemental kingdom, because you know nature rules even with the elements. So, and we do have lightning here representing a part of that cosmic force. And there we go. Do we have? Yes. Okay. And last but not least, we always take a healing tool. So let's find out what crystal from your higher self can assist you in receiving these messages and implementing the healing from the messages. Thank you. And thank you. Okay, so now we have all of the piles. Let's put those together. Oh, no, 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 no. How could we dare forget the chakra healing cards? That's pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. We're going to straighten those up in just a moment. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Okay, and of course, wow. Okay, so am I taking this off for this one? Yes, okay, thank you. And pile number 2 with the lightning. Turn your cards right side up. Messages from your higher self. Wow, everything's flipping over. As they flip, I leave them. Maybe it's meant for you to see something there. And then pile number 3. Chakra messages from your future self. And this is the you that you've already become. They just want to encourage you. For some of you, I'm getting. Take 2. Okay. So now we have all 3 piles. This is pile number 1 with the rainbow. We're going to put the tarot in the back. Okay, so pile number 1 with rainbow and blessings we have here. Pile number 2 with lightning. Okay, that's pile number 2. And then pile number 3, we had breath with forest. Okay. Okay. So those are our 3 piles. Rainbow, lightning, and forest. Connect with your heart chakra, and let's get right into the messages. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, you chose the rainbow. So we have the rainbow here. For your crystal healing, you have amber. The amber crystal is all about, well, first and foremost, let's read the card. It says, amber is actual fossilized tree sap and not technically a stone. It says that amber has been on Mother Earth for thousands of years. It's warm, fiery color brings on feelings of peacefulness and inner warmth. And when we think of the rainbow, don't you feel at peace when you see a rainbow? Usually because we see them after the rain. And the earth feels cleansed after a good rainstorm. So this amber is reinforcing that energy with its warm, fiery essence. This color brings on that feeling, as we said, of that inner warmth and peacefulness. And that always feels like a blessing, right? So it has a grounding energy that helps you look inward. Because if you haven't recognized, here with the Galactic Garden, the healing starts within. And then you can take that energy and transmute it, transfer it in order to help others. But the healing starts from within. Okay. So we also have Pisces. Some of you may be Pisces. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. Okay. Pisces energy is very significant. Pile number 1 for you with these blessings. Your energy feels nice. It feels kind of light with this. Beauty and autumn with the Utilite crystal. So, pile number 1, 2 of the tools that your higher self is recommending for you are the amber, which is not an actual crystal, but fossilized tree sap. I don't know why, whenever I think of tree sap, if you've ever felt it, it's really sticky, but it feels like the life force of the tree itself. If you've never felt after they cut down a tree and just placed your hand there, there's like this, I mean, be careful because the sap is sticky, but there's this vibrant energy that flows from it. Anyway, you have the Utilite crystal as a tool and amber. Beauty. You also have grace with the wise woman of the grove. So pile number 1, your higher self is really sending you very beautiful light energy. We have sacred action here with decisive focus. I'm going to move that up a little bit. Put this here. So decisive focus. You also have journey with imagination. We're going to hold on the tarot cards for now. So I'll place these here. And since these turned over, we'll take a look at them. You have the Magician and the World. But for chakra healing, I found it interesting that all 3 of your cards were dealing with the Earth Star chakra. So you have Mother Earth, and it's in concession. If you look at this, you also have rebirth, and that's kind of like a butterfly there. So like I'm getting that image where the caterpillar is reborn as a butterfly for some of you. You also have nurturing. And these cards represent 1, 2, and 3. So it's like some of you are you're moving along in your journey, and it is a gradual increase in elevation that's taking you towards this beauty, taking you gracefully towards these blessings. A lot of you are taking sacred action, and it's leading you, your higher self wants you to know, into a very positive direction. A direction where you're able to create this beauty. You are the magician that has the tools to create this beauty, to bring it to completion with the World card here. Okay, and let's get into your other tarot cards. So you have the 7 of Wands. So I'm going to place these here so we can have them together. 2, 3, and the Magician and the World. So this guy with the beauty, I'm going to place here. And then beauty also has a 3. So the number 3 could be very significant to a lot of you. And also I'm getting with all of this the black with the grounding here with the soul star chakra. So 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, King of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. Okay, pile number 1. So let's get into it. So pile number 1. Your future self wants you to know and is encouraging you to continue to stand your ground. So for a lot of you, you had to stand your ground against people who broke your heart with this 3 of Swords here. And this could be in relationships. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to get into it. But it's people who you held dear in your heart. At least you thought dearly of them. However, they were juggling you, or you had to decipher about these people. Well, your higher self wants you to know that you made this decision against those that hurt you, and you stood your ground, and you move forward in happiness, or continue to move forward in happiness, and becoming you became this individual that knew how to make a decision. The King of Swords knows how to stand their ground. They not only have a wand, they have a sword, a two-edged sword. So you cut out anything that was not beneficial for your heart. And you found a way to move quickly forward towards blessings, towards things that fed your spirit. We know that because we have the Magician and the World. So you found a way to use the tools that you had, whether it was this wand or this sword that you have. You made the decision, pile number 1, to use what you had to create the world that you saw for yourself. This is the message from your higher self. And they're congratulating you because they said, because you have this rainbow with the blessings here. So some of you learned how to, in your mind, because we have the King of Swords here, and this is all about mental clarity. So we have journey with imagination here. Some of you have figured out how to use your imagination, how to use the things that are unseen to journey inward, because that healing started inward. It starts with self first. To heal your heart and to get and continue to stand in what is right for you. A lot of you are taking this sacred action. You're making you're focused. That's what this King of Swords is all about. Focus, decisive action. If you look at the King of Swords, he doesn't smile much. Doesn't mean he's not happy. I'm hearing, I'm focused, man. Somebody's really focused right now. Focused on creating beauty, a beautiful life. Focused on creating these blessings. Focused on being wise. Focused on also giving grace where grace is necessary and due, because we recognize, especially if you are this enlightened individual, as if you've reached the King of Swords pinnacle, you are. Now the King of Swords has another side to him. Yes, they can be an asshole, but when they're in their higher self, that's a very intellectual individual. So Your higher self is saying, congratulations. Congratulations on taking this journey into the imagination. Congratulations on creating these blessings. Congratulations on finding the tools like the crystals, amber and eudialyte, for instance, in receiving messages that are able to heal your heart and the things that you went through. Congratulations on making decisive, on making sacred, excuse me. Congratulations on taking decisive action. Sacred action that was able to heal your heart. For some of you, you connected with earth energy. We have the wise woman of the grove here. And if you look, that's all of a forest energy. So a lot of you connected with the Mother Earth card here, and rebirth and nurturing. You went into nature, or you're getting grounded. And this Earth Star chakra is the one that's below the soles of your feet. It's where when you take off your shoes sometimes, and you're at times, excuse me, and you're connecting with that earth energy. This is this Mother Earth, this rebirth, that connection with nature itself caused you, pile number one, to be able to take this sacred energy. It allowed you to connect with Mother Earth. It allowed you to have this transformational rebirth where you were able to now receive these blessings, to give this grace and receive this grace. Because in all things we want a balance. Some people feel that balance is like a flat line, but balance is actually the starting place. Those highs and lows come from that place of balance, and that's where you are, pal number one. You're balancing your thoughts, you're balancing your emotions, you're standing your ground, and you're using the tools you have to create the desired life, the blessings you desire, and you're doing it swiftly. And some of you will be communicating this. Some of you deal with communication. But your future self wants you to know, and what I can see is your energy is very grounded, pile number one. And they're saying congratulations, that it may hurt right now, and you're been going over in your mind for some time of all the things that were done wrong to you, with this Three of Swords here right in the middle of the reading. But they want you to know that yes, beauty comes from within for some of you, and then you exude it without. But also that yes, you did it, you overcame, you do have this beautiful life. There are blessings flowing for you, from and for you. That yes, the steps you're taking right now in this moment, they are sacred actions, and they're congratulating you on being decisive about your actions to ground this energy. As you're standing your ground, you also grounded your thoughts and your emotions, and that allowed you to move swiftly into this time of celebration with the people who you don't have to stand your guard against. They're there with you to enjoy in this celebration. They're there wanting to see you receive these blessings. They're there wanting you, encouraging you, and they see the beauty within you. So now you, from your higher self, just have to know and see that beauty within yourself, pal number one, and continue to ground this energy of those that hurt you, knowing that after the rain, the rainbow comes. And they're saying yes, pile number one. Continue with these decisive actions because you did find your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You did receive this beauty. You did move with grace and you receive this wisdom. You did take this sacred action and they're congratulating you for it. So pile number one, I want to thank you for joining me. That has been your message of healing for mind, body, and or soul, because sometimes it's a physical healing we need where our heart literally feels hurt. But then there are times where your mind needs healing, because this Swords was all about the mind. And you guys did that. You went inward, healed yourself, and some of you are coming into actions of being able to take those tools, crystals, wisdom that you received, and now share them with the world card here. So thank you for joining me, pal number one. And yeah, if you haven't done so, please hit the like button and subscribe button. This is Tonae Star here in the Galactic Garden. Thank you. Hi, pile number two. If you're in pile number two, you chose the lightning with power. Now for your crystal healing, we have the moss agate. So the moss agate is strongly connected to nature. It's a pretty crystal, actually. It says it's found across the globe. It is considered to be a lucky stone, working with the heart chakra. This stone brings abundance and growth to your life. It brings all of the healing properties of earth, air, and water with it. Okay, so that goes right along with this, because we have, whenever you think of a lightning storm, there is this element of water. Usually, I don't know about anyone else, but I live here in Florida. And whenever, or there have been many times where I've seen the lightning, and it is usually over the water. It's not only over water, but there are multitudes of times where you can see the intense energy of a lightning storm over the water here in Florida. So, if some of you are in this electric energy, that's what I'm feeling, this power. The healing properties, or the crystal that will help you integrate these healing properties, are the moss agate. Earth, air, and water. And it's like the lightning comes out of the air, or it's electric currents from the air. And we have the water here and earth elements. So moss agate is really significant for some of you. And we have the energy of Virgo. So some of you either are Virgos, you're dealing with a Virgo, or a Virgo is significant with this message from your future self. We also have sacred healing with the medicine drum here and malachite. So your higher selves, the tools that they're recommending for you, pile number two, for this sacred healing to occur. Some of you are receiving sacred healing at this time. The tools are a medicine drum, and that's like the shamanic drum. And the crystals are malachite and moss agate. You also had another one of self-mastery. So topaz, malachite, and moss agate are three crystals that will assist you if you're receiving this message at this time. So for pile number two, this is intense energy with this lightning. You guys are your higher self is saying yes. Sacred healing is available. It's here for you. Pile number 2, you're on this path of self-mastery. Another, again, with power. Yeah, I could feel y'all's. That's different. You also have stone people. Interesting. So we know that Virgo is also an earth sign, and the stone people here represents the mountains. If you look at these mountains, they actually look like there's faces within them. And I want to recall this story. It's like okay, so don't quote me on this, but it's coming up, so I'm gonna share it with you. There is like this theory where like the giants, I'm not sure if it was the Nephilim, but like, you know how they found bones and fossilized things within the earth when they dig up? Well, some have this theory that the mountains themselves were actual beings at one point in time. I don't know, that may be significant for some of you, but we do know that Virgo is an earth sign, and we have the stone people here with the knowing card. You also have summoning power. What is it with pile number 2 in this power? Summoning power, lightning power, dragon power. And inner strength, which is all about an inner power. Okay. But you have peace here. So you guys are either looking for peace, or your higher self wants you to know that you were able to accomplish and receive this peace. That's what I'm getting. Okay, well, let's check out your tarot. So we have 5 of Cups. We also have the 2 of Wands. Then you have the Death card, and you have the Ace of Cups. Okay, pile number 2. So let's get into your messages. Power, power, and more power. Right? Because we have power here with the lightning. We have power here with the dragon. And we have you summoning power. So there's a cautionary energy here. What do I mean? Pile number 2, you are powerful. If you ever doubted it, know that you are. But the power starts within. So you have to have this inner strength. But the cautionary tale is to remember that, how does that saying go? Power, something about absolute power corrupts. Power and absolute power, but absolute power corrupts. So basically what it's saying is that, yes, you are powerful. This is a message from your higher self. If you ever thought you weren't, you are powerful. But they want you to be instinctual, not just instinctual, but instinctual and intellectual, to be controlled when you're summoning this power. You have it. It's available to you. But with this number 4 here, your higher self is saying stabilize this power. Stabilize it by getting grounded. You are an Earth's, well, maybe you're not, but I'm getting for some of you, you are an Earth sign. And I say that because we have the Virgo energy here. But maybe for some of you, it's about you being methodical, like a Virgo. When a Virgo wants to get something done, they'll analyze the hell out of it and then figure a way to summon that power. What you did, or what you're being encouraged to do, is to connect back to your roots with the stone people here. To connect back to that knowing, that deep inner knowing with the inner strength card here. And to then summon that power to transform, to transmute, to get rid of this. With the 5 of Cups here, pile number 2, you guys were feeling down about decisions you made. And I'm getting for a lot of you with love, because we also have the Ace of Cups here from this deck. So for a lot of you, you couldn't see what was still available to you. We have the 2 of Cups and we have the 2 of Wands. And your higher self is saying, yes, find that peace within. Card number 31 here, with peace. With card number 4 here, talking about peace. So 4-4 is significant for some of you. But this 4-4 is like the Ascended Masters. And some of you may be seeing that 4-4-4, I'm getting. But this is about using your intellect, using your control, using your instinct to find peace. And once you have that peace over what went wrong and seeing what is still available to you with the 2 of Cups here, taking what is available to you and then using it to create the world that you desire. With this 2 of Wands here, this gentleman is holding the world in his hand, and your higher self wants you to know that sacred healing is here and available for you. That yes, you were able to master, because this is about self-mastery. I'm getting this thing where some of you are like replaying what has been happening, what went wrong. What went wrong with love is coming up strong. Something ended and it had you feeling real down, pile number 2. And for a while you couldn't see your way forward. And for some of you, you were destructive, because when lightning hits, it's powerful. It can destroy. Some of you, wow, this is deep. Some of you destroyed yourselves. I say that because we have the inner strength here, and then this looks like a lightning bolt here. And it's like the lightning hit your heart, right in the center of your chest, and it made you feel like you were dying. So some of you felt like you had a spiritual death, an emotional death. But your higher self is saying, baby, you have the power, and this sacred healing is here for you. So basically, and please don't take this in any way, stop crying over spilt milk. Stand in your power. Receive the healing that is here for you. Move in peace, because peace is power. When you have that inner peace, that's what this inner strength is all about. And this is coming from your solar plexus chakra. So find that confidence. Pile number 2 within is what your higher self is telling you. Move in peace and let peace reign from you. Yes, you're powerful. You have nothing to prove to anyone. But it's time to rest for a lot of you. If you see that this lady, she's here, and it's like this dragon is protecting her, so you don't have to worry For some of you, you feel like you're not loved or you're not protected, and it's not true. Your higher self is saying, you're in a phase right now, sweetie, and there's a transformation happening, and it feels like a death, because in order for this new sacred healing to come in, that old you that felt wounded, that felt like the lightning broke open your heart, is being transformed at this time. It's asking you to connect with your inner knowing, with your inner strength, with your inner power. And if you can't see your way of how to do that, then get grounded. I feel like saying earth signs, get grounded, especially Virgo. Heavy on the Virgo. But your higher self is saying, ground this energy. This sacred healing is here for you, and you are more powerful than you know. But use that power in a more peaceful way, a way to master self. This healing occurs, do you see in this image, this person's heart is not only broken open, their skin, their body needs healing. And you have that available. You're in this phase of self-mastery. And your higher self is saying congratulations. Because you were able to go within, or this is what's coming up for you, and receive this sacred healing. And you found a way to master not only yourself, your emotions. You found a way to summon your power, your inner knowing. And it calls you to see the beauty within. It allowed you to find the peace within. And this power card, I was saying, she's sleeping. That's that peaceful energy of knowing that everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Pile number 2, I felt like you needed to hear that. So whatever went wrong, your higher self is saying, yes, things do go wrong. Sometimes power is destructive. But there is also a peace after the lightning has done its thing. And that peace allows you now to rest. Rest in the knowing that you are healing, and it's a sacred healing. So Spirit is seeing you. If you ever felt like the divine had left you out, it's not true. And your higher self wants you to know that. It's saying to ground that energy more than you ever have as you're moving forward. Power number 2, if you chose this lightning power, ground that energy. Allow your inner strength, your inner knowing, your inner control to allow this peace to come forward. And then go forth with this self-mastery and create the world you desire. You don't have to worry about what went wrong. You're a powerful being, and you do have the ability to create inner peace, inner strength, to create this powerful inner strength is what I'm getting for you all. Because you have to know that you're strong within. No one else can. I mean, people can tell you that, but you have to exude that energy. You have to know that it's available for you. And then understand that what's dying or what has been shed, what has been left behind, needed to be left behind and shed so that you can come into this self-mastery. And don't think that Spirit doesn't see you, because they're giving you this new opportunity. So, okay, 3 cups got turned over. But look, there's 2 here. And then here's another one for the divine. So they're saying, look, literally those 3 cups aren't turned over, because you still got 2 behind you. And we're going to give you 1 more. And this is a powerful one. It's a cup that offers this sacred healing. It's a cup that allows you to come into self-mastery. It's a cup that allows your inner strength, pound number 2, to come forth. So summon that power of inner strength, of inner knowing. is what your higher self is saying. Summon that strength to allow the peace to flow forth in your life, to allow peace into your world, to allow that inner knowing to come forth. Ground yourself and then rest in that wisdom of knowing that even when you can't see your way forth, because this is a dark night, your cards were on the darker side of energy, but this is that knowing. If you look, this is the higher chakra energy. So this is the throat chakra with this blue, the third eye, and the crown chakra. Do you see that? It's a higher sense of knowing that's for you here, pile number 2. So use your tools, the moss agate, if you're needing to find a way, getting grounded. Some of you, maybe you're going to connect with sacred sites, sacred mountain sites. Like I'm getting Mount Rushmore. Some of you live there. You want to go visit there, or some sacred site. Some of you are going to be traveling to these sacred sites, and it's going to allow you to usher in this power. Okay, pile number 2. So that has been your reading. Thank you for joining me again. Your tools to help from your higher self usher in this inner strength are the moss agate and topaz and the malachite. Those are your crystals. And the medicine drum. The spirit animal that's speaking to you at this moment is the spider. And we know spiders can weave an awesomely powerful web that they're, I don't want to say enemies, but that their enemies or prey can't get out of. Okay, pile number 2. That has been your reading. Thank you for joining me. I am Tonae Star, and you are here in the Galactic Garden, where there is healing for mind, body, and soul. Thank you, pile number 2. Hey, so if you're here, you chose pile number 3 and Forest with the Breath card here. So, your crystal, we have apatite. Apatite, yes. Apatite is an incredibly useful stone. It helps by making one more outgoing and social. Having this stone on your person in a group situation encourages you to talk comfortably with others. Specifically, the blue apatite opens the throat chakra. Okay, so a lot going on with the throat here. There's breath and then a crystal that represents the throat chakra, pile number 3. And then we have Libra, which represents the air quality. Air is what we use to breathe, and well, ether, but you know what I'm saying. And then it's also what helps vibrate the vocal cords. So somebody's getting balanced about their speech. Let's continue on and see what else we have. We also have Sacred Site with initiation. Okay. You also have, and this one's a 16, which totals 7. 7 is all about spiritual enlightenment. And your crystal for this one is the phenacite. So you may want to look that up. Phenacite. Look that up. You also have inner wisdom. And the crystal there is, I know I'm going to say this wrong, Goethite? Goethite? Geothite? Goethite. Goethite? With Mother Gaia. Okay. And that's card number 17. And that totals 8. Okay, so we're going to save the tarot for after. You also have change with the dragon spirit, pile number 3. You have, ooh, I think this is the first I ever pulled this card. Trickster with challenge. You also have friendship. Thank you. Pile number 3. It's the first I pulled. You guys are giving me a lot of firsts today. Friendship with support, fun, unity, and play. Okay. Interesting. I like it. This is a lot of sacral chakra energy here. Yeah. You started with the heart chakra. You moved to the throat chakra. You brought it back down to the sacral. Well, let's look at the chakra cards. And then you have meditation. And then you also have visualization. So this is third eye energy. I'm going to put that here because this looks like this all goes together. And then you also have meditation. Okay, so let's get into your tarot. You have the Fool. And you also have, oh, there's 3 here. Okay, so let's do this like this. The Fool. The 4 of Cups. And the Page of Wands. And then you also have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Page of Wands again. Yeah, so pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3, you chose breath. Now, pile number 3. Your higher self is saying, this breath has to do with meditation. So some of you will be using meditation and breath, specifically meditation. If you haven't implemented this, they're encouraging you to implement this because this is going to get you to where you want to be. Now, pile number 3, you guys are at somewhat of a, I don't want to say a crossroads, but there's a change that's happening for you. Big change. We have the dragonfly here. And the dragonfly spirit, so when a dragonfly is forming, just in case you didn't know, once the egg is laid, it can sit there. It can sit there near the water on the lilies or whatever, but it sits there. And it can sit there for up to 4 years. So for pile number 3, I'm getting that some of you have been sitting on something. There's a change that's coming. And you're going to have to take this leap of faith. But you don't want to. You don't want to. The divine is saying, look, this is here. You have this initiation coming. You got to use your inner wisdom. And you're like, yeah, I hear you, spirit, but, or I hear your higher self, but, and your higher self is like, look, man, I got a whole cup for you here. Just go ahead, take a leap. I got you. I'm even going to send you a companion or good people to assist you along the way. And we know that that's true because you have the friendship card here. Now, I don't want to say you're a Libra, but we have Libra energy on the board here. So for some of you, it's not that you're a Libra. You're finding a way to balance or to bring into balance this change that is happening for you. Wow, I was right on that because I felt this little tingle in my head. And that's what's happening with a lot of you. You might be getting tingling sensations with this vision. Y'all have to Give me a second. Sometimes I get excited when the messages come and I start speaking a little fast. And that may be happening to some of you. So that's why you're needing to balance this energy. To balance as this change is coming in, you're going to need to breathe. Like I do sometimes. Take a breath. And then gather your thoughts and go forward. So this change is happening, pile number 3. And you have to see it in your mind's eye with this visualization card here. It's a new beginning for a lot of you. This is card number 28. And 28 totals 10, which is then 1, which is that new start of a new beginning. That's why the Fool card is here today. But some of you, I'm getting your higher self is saying you're a little bit stubborn about this change. But your higher self is saying, it's okay, it's alright. Mother Earth is here and she's got your back. So trust your inner knowing, pile number 3. That's what I'm getting here. Because some of you, this change is coming because you're going through an initiation. Some of you will be speaking or attending, going to sacred sites. And when you're there, you'll be able, some of you will be speaking. This is specifically about speaking with the appetite card here. And the appetite is going to make you more outgoing, more able to communicate. Just remember, this message is from your higher self to breathe. When you feel yourself getting excited and these messages are coming, or you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with this change that's presenting itself for you at this time, take a deep breath, use your meditation, and then visualize it going in the direction you want it to go. Visualize this friendship and this support being here for you, pile number 3. Visualize you having fun and unity and at play. It's been feeling like a tricky situation for you, pile number 3, in order to have this camaraderie. And I say that because you got the Page of Wands twice here. So look at this over here. Do you see all of the sacral chakra energy that's here? And that sacral chakra is all about your fun and your ability to be comfortable, not only with yourself, but how you exude it to others. It's been tricky for you guys to play nice with others, is what I'm getting. Because you have the 4 of Cups here. And I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm literally laughing because your higher self is saying, again, I keep hearing it, it's alright, it's okay, have a little fun, it's here today. So pile number 3, your higher self is saying, baby, breathe. Breathe, do your meditation, and then visualize, because you have this power. They're saying you have this ability because now you're going into this initiation, and this initiation is going to take your inner wisdom. It's going to take you balancing out your thoughts and your emotions with the 4 of Cups here, because there are others that do want to connect with you at this time, and you'll be able to take those challenging, tricky situations, pile number 3, and then share them with others with the Hierophant card here. This is also saying, if you're not sure how to go about it, it is okay to seek guidance from someone else. It is okay for someone else to basically give you a hand, and for you to connect in a unified way. A lot of you feel like it's been challenging with the Lovers card here with this Trickster card. Now this could have something to do with someone you feel is a little bit immature. You like their energy. You feel like they're vibrant. We have the Page of Wands here twice. But for a lot of you, this is you at this crossroads with these tricky situations about how to connect with others. And it's an inner thing for you, but your higher self is saying, it's okay. Trust your inner wisdom. Meditate through this process. The change is here. It's going to happen. This initiation is here. Use the tools you have. You don't have to sit with your hands folded. If you need to seek wisdom from someone that can assist you through this process, then do so. Take this leap of faith. Use the tools, as I was saying, that are available to you. The Apatite Crystal, and you can look these up. The Goethite Crystal, Goethite, and the Phenacite, Phenacite. These are tools along with meditation, of course, because you see we have that here with the breath. So breathing meditations are going to be very vital for you. Pile number 3 is what your higher self is saying. But they're congratulating you on implementing this meditation, on not sitting with your hands folded when this gift is being given to you. They recognize that it's been challenging for you and it felt a little tricky, but they're saying it's okay for this change to happen. It's okay to be at this crossroads, but trust your inner knowing and your inner wisdom and take this leap of faith, for it is here for you. And the earth is supporting you at this time. Visualize what it is you would like to see within your relationships. Visualize this, because the Page of Wands is adventurous. They're not afraid to connect with others. They actually enjoy it. And they usually bring good messages, good tidings. A little bit on the immature side, but they grow with the lessons that are given to them, and then they're able to share those lessons with others. They're able to create, pile number 3, or your higher self is saying you're able to create this change. And we had change. This card is card number 14. That totals 5. That's all about change. This change is happening for you, pile number 3, and it's an initiation. It's an initiation into a more vibrant, vivacious Page of Wands energy. And what you're learning, you'll be able to share this with others. So your higher self is saying it feels a little difficult right now, but trust the process is what I'm hearing. Trust the process and know that it's not always going to have you sitting under the tree with your arms folded. You might be standing on a mountain somewhere, having fun, unity, and play. Your higher self is congratulating you on taking these steps that you needed to take to go through this initiation to create the change that was necessary for you, pile number 3. I would like to thank you all for joining me here, Tonae Star, here in the Galactic Garden, where there is healing for mind, body, and soul. If you haven't, please hit the like button and subscribe, because you never know what healing message, what healing tools, what healing in general is coming from you here from the Galactic Garden. We're all about sowing good seeds so we reap an abundant, beautiful harvest. May you receive that energy here from Tonae Star at the Galactic Garden. Thank you.